Hi guys, Erico from Lozo. Today we're just going to do a quick unboxing and provide my first impressions on a watch box. This is the 8-piece Roadster from Wolf. So the box first is covered in a sleeve, in a black sleeve. Nothing special, nothing to write home about. So as you can see here, this is a labeling of Wolf and it's very simple. So the box itself is covered in another another outer box, and it feels sturdy enough, a little bit soft. I feel like this is one of those boxes that will just like break apart over the next couple of years. So the box itself is covered what looks like a very light, very thin cloth. Doesn't feel like a velvet one, just a very thin, like a tote bag sort of cloth. And once you get here, you'll get the box covered in parchment paper. Quite a nice touch. And from here, the glass is covered by a piece of wood, probably just not to get a scratch. And let's move this one here. Wolf is known to be one of the affordable watch boxes. Not quite recently, like there's sort of like the entry level that people would often recommend if somebody's looking for a watch box. It's not until recently where high-end leathers from different manufacturers started getting into trends, but prior, I think for the last maybe 3 to 4 years, even before the rise of using Pelican cases as a watch box, Wolf has been the standard. Especially you could be able to get them at a very good price in drop.com, but ever since then, I think fairly recently, you can't actually get them for quite cheap anymore. So this one is a vegan leather. I'm not fussed with leather type. Of course, as you can see from my strap collection, I prefer exotic strap leathers, but for watch boxes, I wouldn't mind actually going with vegan. Let's just quickly open this one. The latch is a bit sturdy. It doesn't like flimsy, like it's not flimsy when you lift it, and looks like it is gonna hold. It's not gonna slam shut the moment you just leave it up here, so that's pretty good. Inside you get a key. How many key do you get? Probably only one. So in here you get a warranty. Probably the warranty is good if the leather decides to like peel off, but it depends on how often or how good you actually take care of your boxes. So you get a warranty card, a sticker, story of Wolf, and yeah, you only get one key, so you can't really actually lose this one. I don't often like lock my boxes anyway, so there's no point for me to actually keep the key. And in here is just another cover and covering the actual cushions itself. Okay, so one of the reasons why I actually chose this watch box is because it has a suspended style cushion. Older watch boxes, Wolf watch boxes, is just something that you slide it in here. I think it's the Windsor one where you just actually put it in. There's no problem with that one, except your buckle sometimes would hit the bottom. So for the most part, it's not gonna scratch it, but having it suspended is a bit better. So you can see here that there is a metal component here and right here as well. So yeah, you could actually see here that it's a bit they have a metal bit here that makes it suspended, and it does feel nicer. And so the cushions are a bit thick, so if you have a small wrist like me, it's a bit you might have to be careful, or just like the nice thing is you could just probably hang it here without worrying. Doesn't look very flimsy. It looks okay. I feel like it's on par from the previous Wolf cushions. So let me get my other one actually. So this is on the previous Windsor cushions, and this is on the new one. So I've had this one for a couple of years now, and I mean the design, the pattern looks a bit better, so that's one thing. In terms of softness, it's very similar. There's a bit more rigidity on the new one than on the old one, probably because again, this is probably already old. And in terms of, it looks like the same material actually. So I'm not too fussed in terms of course, the advantage as mentioned is, you can see here, there's a floating mechanism, so you could put it here, let it float. Yeah, compared to the older models, you can actually see it's very similar in weight. So before, you actually just put it right here, and it just, of course, it's a lot tighter than this, but before, yeah, you would just put it here, it would just like sit. At least with this one, it's a bit nicer. So with the Roadster, it has a bit of a, what they call ebony polished wood. So probably like similar to a dashboard of those British cars. It's a nicer one. There are other models for an 8-piece, like the I can't remember. I think they have the Wimbledon one, which is green. They have some sort of a skull version. I don't like those, are fine, but I prefer something more neutral. Though I'm not a fan of British cars. This one looks a bit nicer and more neutral compared to those ones. And with this one, as you could, I'm not sure if you could see it right here, there's a hole for your smartwatches, so you could actually run through your cable at the back and over here. Very common for Wolf boxes as well to feature that one. And yeah, that's pretty much it. The bottom lining is the same material as this one, and the hinges looks very solid, so I got no complaints about that one. This, I think, is empty right here. Same material on this one, but yeah, so it's a little bit of a glass. Like, you get what you pay for. I wouldn't buy a Wolf watch box on a regular price. I would still wait for a drop, get it from Amazon, but I think 30-50% off for a Wolf watch box is actually quite a fair price. Again, oh yeah, forgot disclaimer that I bought this with my own money, and Wolf doesn't get an input on the video. Okay, so let's try putting a couple of watches. I have my Poliot right here, and as you can see, as long as perfect, it actually just slides in. Perfect for bracelets actually, because with leather straps, depending on your size, it might be an issue, but for bracelets, it's actually a perfect fit. Let's try with the Chrono Tokyo. So I'll put it on the very last slot. And let's just quickly do this one. And there you go. So it has to be on the very last, almost to the very last slot. But otherwise, there you go. Actually looks really good. Let me know if you have any questions, like, subscribe, leave some comment below if you have any questions, and I will see you on my next video.